Hello there.
You know what I've come for. This is the way.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Hello and welcome back to our Bad Batch weekly recap, as we are recapping the latest Bad Batch episode, which is episode 5, Rampage. It aired May 28th, 2021, with a runtime of 26 minutes, directed by Stuart Lee, written by Tamara Becker Wilkinson, and it was on Disney+. The official description is the Batch strike a deal to take on a mission. So, we start off with, they're trying to find out who the bounty hunter is and what they're after. Echo says he has an informant named Sid who might be able to help. They've helped the Jedi in the past, so they're going to go. Echo's never met them. Nobody's ever met Sid. So they go to Ord Mantell to go find Sid, and they land in Ord Mantell City, and, they go in and they meet Sid, who is a Trandoshan, she, the Trandoshan says that Sid is not here. We find out through Omega that the Trandoshan is Sid. She kind of deduces that. Nice little moment there for Omega. So then they have to bargain with Sid. They go to the secret storeroom here, and she tells them, the demand for their services had dropped due to the new Empire. But yeah, so Sid doesn't care about ideology. She just wants to get business going here. They show Sid a hologram of the bounty hunter. She doesn't know who they are, but recognizes that the figure is a bounty hunter. She says, hey, if you want more information on this, I can get more information on this, but you got to do a job for me. Pretty much what we're used to when we watch shows like The Mandalorian. The mission is to save a kid named Muchi, who was taken by Zygerian slavers on the other side of Ord Mantell. So if they bring the kid back to her, she'd be able to get more intel. And the money gets split 70-30 in Sid's favor. So Wrecker's excited. He's ready to go fight some people. So he's excited. So they're traveling to the other side of Ord Mantell. Wrecker continues groaning in pain, holding his head. So we saw this in one of the episodes. I think it was episode 3, where Wrecker was doing this as well, complaining about a headache and groaning. And some people thought that was just an excuse to have him not go help Hunter and to have Omega go, so that way he could set up Omega's room that he makes for her. But it seems like that's not the case. It does seem like that headache started happening right when we were learning about how Echo and Tech are creating some sort of scanning device for the inhibitor chips. And it makes me wonder, and it making a lot of people wonder, if maybe his inhibitor chip is going to be going off, that is starting to try to activate. And that, we're kind of on a timer here of them needing to get these things removed. So Omega asks what a slave trader is, because she doesn't know, and Tech replies, hey, that it's somebody that buys and sells people for money. And Omega's surprised that can be that can happen. So we get a nice little talk here. Echo explains that they don't have a choice in our captives. Omega says, that's not right. It's not right for that to happen. So Omega is vowing to rescue Muchi due to this. So they leave Omega behind as they're going to try to do this themselves here, but they get caught pretty quickly here by the Zygarian forces. Meanwhile, it flashes back over to Sid, and Bib Fortuna is contacting Sid about the delay, saying that his master is being impatient. For people that don't remember who Bib Fortuna is, he is like Jabba the Hutt's right-hand man. So she's saying that, hey, you're going to be reunited with Muchi soon. So Omega realizes that they're in trouble because the Zygarians go onto their ship. Gonki, the droid, shuts down. She hides behind the cockpit and escapes out the window. And she goes and starts trying to help the Bad Batch. She's about to get caught, but she sees a Rancor in a cage, and she lets the Rancor out and goes, and she thinks she's saving, the family was there's like a family with a little daughter, and they were trying to help them, thinking that that's Muchi, but Muchi is actually the Rancor that she unleashes. So they get into this whole fight. We get, Wrecker facing off against Muchi at one point to try to help tame Muchi. Then Muchi gets reunited with Bib Fortuna. It seems like Muchi is really likes Bib. Good for Bib. Good for Muchi. But are we supposed to assume that this is the Rancor that Luke kills in Return of the Jedi? If so, that's pretty dark that we are all happy about Muchi right now, and Muchi ends up dying due to our hero's hands. See, that's where it changes a bit. When it's due to the hero killing him, it makes it a little darker. But in, I think, the Aftermath books, it's like Pantessa is the name of the Rancor, so there's probably multiple Rancors that Jabba has had at some point. Muchi doesn't really even look like this Rancor. It is an adolescent Rancor, though, but just facially, structure-wise, looks a little different. But we don't know. They could be overwriting the Aftermath book there with the name, and it is Muchi. We don't know. Which I hope it's not, because that's kind of dark that Luke kills Muchi then. It's not fun. It's not fun. No longer will the Bad Batch have to worry about the name of who the bounty hunter is, because Sid reveals that it's Fennec Shand. And she's new to the scene, so she is just now joining the bounty hunting scene here. Sid explains that her sources in the Bounty Hunters Guild says that she's working on a direct commission. So we still don't know who she's working for. I still think that it is probably the Kaminoans that she is working with here. So that's my guess here. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the episode. Not too much to talk about here, which is why this episode is probably so short here. This is episode 5 out of 16, supposedly. I think things are going to start picking up here in a little bit. I think they're going to have to run into Rex soon. I think Wrecker's inhibitor chip with his headaches is going to start building up to something more here. This is the first episode that I was kind of more like, this is not much going on here. They did find out at the end, though, who the bounty hunter is, so that's good for them. They're still learning some sort of information here, so it's not directly filler, right? Like, it's not really filler because they're still learning something for the main plot of the episode and for the main plot of the story. But yeah, so this was an okay episode for me. I thought Muchi was cute. I thought Omega helping them out is good instead of the reversal of her being kind of lost again, or how that's been going at times. So overall, still really enjoying the Bad Batch. Can't wait to see what Friday's episode entails, and we will catch you next time.
I have spoken.
It's over, Anakin!